A new year dawns so bright, so clear. A canvas blank, the path is near. With hope in heart and dreams in sight, we step ahead, our future bright. Wishing you all a joyful new year. Let's start this new year learning more on transformation of sentences using no sooner than and as soon as. Now, how do we use no sooner than? No sooner than is used. It's a phrase indicating an action or event that will not happen before a specified time. In a question paper, when we get a sentence that begins with as soon as, and we have to change the structure, transform it by adding in no sooner than. So how will we do that? We have to add in, instead of as soon as, we have to write no sooner, and then we have to use the auxiliary verb, that is had, and then the subject, and then the verb, and then than, and then the remaining part of the sentence. There are 4 steps to transform the sentence that begins with as soon as into no sooner than. So what are the steps? First is, instead of as soon as, we'll use no sooner. Then we'll insert in an auxiliary verb. Then we have to use in the word than, and then the remaining part of the sentence. Remember, don't change the tense. Some more examples related to as soon as. So here we have a sentence, as soon as we reached the station, the train departed. Now what we have to do is, we have to replace as soon as and we have to add in no sooner. And then what we are doing we are writing the remaining part of the sentence. Then we are adding in than and then the remaining part of the sentence. So it is as per the rule. We have gone as per the rule, no sooner, then the auxiliary verb, then the main verb, then than, and then the remaining part of the sentence. Check this example. As soon as the bell rang, the students left the classroom. So instead of as soon as, we have written no sooner, then we have used had, and then the bell rang, then students left the classroom. Instead of rang, we have used in rung in here, that's the past participle. The next one also the same way. As soon as, instead of as soon as, no sooner, and then the auxiliary verb had, and then we finish, that's a verb, then the remaining part, before that we are adding in than, and then the remaining part of the sentence. Some more examples. As soon as he left the room, the argument started. So instead of as soon as, what have we added in? We have added in no sooner. But when we are adding in no sooner, we have to see that we add in than also. Similarly here, as soon as she heard the news, she started crying. So no sooner. Now again we have the auxiliary verb did. Why did we use the past tense? Because here in the question we have the past tense. She heard. So accordingly we are using in the auxiliary verb did in here. Since we don't have the other auxiliary verb, we are using the do form of the verb. So this is past tense of do is did. So no sooner did she hear the news, and the very important thing that you have to add in is than. Now let's check the other way around. That is, we have to change a sentence that starts with no sooner and begin with as soon as. The same way. Instead of no sooner, you're writing as soon as. After removing no sooner, we are removing had, that is the auxiliary verb, and also we are removing than, and we are adding in a comma to it. That's it. It's so simple to change from no sooner to as soon as. No sooner did she hear the news than she started crying. So it would be as soon as she heard the news, she started crying. The next one also. Please check how the formation has been done. Some more examples from your English textbook. As soon as the bill is passed, it will become an act. Here we have the first part of sentence in present tense. So we have an auxiliary verb is. So when I am going to change it to no sooner, what will I do? I will add in the auxiliary verb is here, since I have it in my sentence. And then than, and then the remaining part of the sentence. You don't have to change the second part of the sentence. Second one. Here we have the verb in simple past, and we don't have an auxiliary verb. As soon as the thief escaped, the family informed the police. So we don't have the auxiliary verb in the first part of the sentence. So what will we do? We will add in the do form. in the past tense of do form is did. So we are adding in no sooner, then did the thief escape, than the family informed the police. The third one. Here we have the sentence in present perfect tense. As soon as you have finished now over here we have finished. Have is there, which is an auxiliary verb. So when we are adding in no sooner, we'll add in the auxiliary verb have, and then than, and then the remaining part of the sentence. As soon as they can manage, they could change their house. Again in here, can is the auxiliary verb. So you are adding in can in here. No sooner can they manage than they should change their house. The last one. As soon as the bell will ring, the school assembly will start. In future, this is in simple future tense. We have the auxiliary verb will. So use it while changing it to no sooner. That is, no sooner will the bell ring than the school assembly will start. I hope the transformation part is clear to you. Thank you.